2019 was one hell of a year for anime as hit franchises like Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia and One Punch Man made successful comebacks. There were also plenty of new shows like Vinland Saga and The Promised Neverland that won our otaku hearts and left us wanting more. With the year almost over, we look forward to 2020, and January promises to be blazing hot. With a slew of manga and light novel series getting their anime adaptations and a few old favourites returning to take their stories forward, it looks like it's going to be a happy new year. We couldn't ask for more. So here are our picks for the top 10 most anticipated anime of winter 2020. Coming in at number 10, a university student takes a break from studying and enters the fantasy world of the mega-hit video game Infinite Dendrogram. The anime is based on a fairly new Japanese light novel series that received a manga adaptation in 2018. Set in Tokyo in 2045, Infinite Dendrogram's taken over the world as the most realistic VR game out there, one that promises to make its players experience the 5 senses as if they're real. This virtual world's filled with monsters, demons, powerful weapons, and other magical beings. Fans of the novel say the virtual world within the game feels incredibly real, which in their opinion sets the novel apart from many others in the video game fantasy genre. Will the anime manage to successfully blur the lines between fantasy and reality? We recommend you watch to find out. Now, don't let the title mislead you. This one has nothing to do with the cute, furry friends we keep at home. Instead, it's about a group of psychic individuals who enter the minds of others and manipulate their memories, often to commit crimes and influence decisions with criminal consequences. The wielders of this ability are called pets. Going simply by its trailer, this anime seems to be just the thing for fans of the bizarre and the weird. The supernatural psychological genre is a veritable goldmine of brilliantly bizarre anime such as Psycho Pass, Death Note, Erased and Parasite, and is set to air on Amazon Prime Video this January. Another manga to anime adaptation coming to us in the first month of 2020 is Plunderer, which comes in at number 8. The story set in Alcia, where numbers rule the residents' lives. Each person has a count, and this decides not just their social status, but also their existence. When the count drops to 0, that's it for the person. Title. A first look at Plunderer promises a big dollop of fantasy, adventure, action, and from the looks of it, the animations captured the visuals of an enchanted world in outstanding fashion, and a heartwarming tale of a father-daughter bond never fails to tug at the heartstrings now, does it? Did someone say Mushishi Mitsusagi drop? Somali and the Forest Spirits, also another retelling of the classic anime theme of humanity in decline. Almost at the halfway mark now, and the next anime on our list is Madoka Magica side story Magia Record. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Madoka Magica from 2011. Magia Records expected to follow the game's storyline and introduces a new heroine, Iroha Tamaki, a magical girl in search of her missing sister. The magical girl anime spawned numerous manga adaptations, video games and a film series, so I guess it's only natural the anticipation of Magia Records sky high. From magical girls and witches, we move on to a supernatural light novel that's also been turned into a manga, published by Kodansha Comics for English audiences. Can Kotoko help solve the problems of the supernatural world in her role as whom she's fallen in love with at first sight? Inspector follows in the footsteps of shows like Kami-sama Kiss and Kakurio, survival battle manga series with the same title. Will Darwin's game replicate the success of other online's Kirito and Asuna, who may well be the most famous couple of this genre? While such a comparison may be premature at this moment, a little hype never hurts, does it? Countdown to the top. What makes this anime different from others is that it's the first sequel on the list. Season 3 of A Certain Scientific Railgun comes 6 years after the second season. Fans of the series will remember this tale of supernaturally powered high school students called Espers who live in Academy City, a place that's said to be at the forefront of scientific development, but where the titular railgun. Like the earlier seasons, Season 3 will also be produced by JC Star. Missing the top spot but delighting its fans nonetheless is the anime adaptation of the 2000 manga Dorohedoro. This anime set in a post-apocalyptic world called the Hole, whose human residents live wretched lives. They're tortured, killed, and experimented upon by magic users who come from a different dimension. Our hero Kaiman is an amnesiac, dumpling-loving human with the head of a lizard. The story chronicles his mission to find the sorcerer whose experiment resulted in his far-from-human appearance. Fans of the manga have long praised it for its gritty art style, well-thought-out characters, and fast-paced story. Bouncing straight in at the #1 spot is The Dogs Turned Giant Killers is a fan favourite, and not just among admirers of sports anime. Season 3, from 3 to over 10 episodes, there was never a dull moment. Will Season 4 live up to the hype as Hinata and the boys from Karasuno head to Tokyo for the Nationals? Will the once mighty Crows take flight again? If you want to know, keep your game face on when January rolls in. So there you have it in January. Please leave a like if this video was useful to you. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel for more exciting anime news and lists. I'll see you next time on ViniTube.